Progress.
Welcome, friends. We have seen so many aspects of equity research so far. In first part of equity research, we deep dive and have seen 18 frameworks or parameters for understanding a business. In second part of equity research, we have seen application of checklist and how we can further deep dive and analyze a stock. In third part of equity research video, we have learned how to calculate present value and future value of any stock, cash flow, and also learn time value of money, and ultimately we learn net present value calculation. So all this we have learned in third part of equity research. In fourth part of equity research, we have learned how to calculate free cash flow and historical free cash flow. From there, we will continue our journey today and try to understand different aspects of equity research. And ultimately, in next video, we will conclude all part, connecting all dots, and we will try to fix a stock price of any individual stock. So let us start a screen share. So in last video, we have learned free cash flow, how to calculate cash from operating activities minus capital expenditure. So this figure I have taken for Amar Raja battery from screener.com. So let us go there. Cash from operating activity, you will find this, and fixed asset purchase or capital expenditure this. So let us go there and see one time more for better clarity. Cash from operating activity. You can see here for this figure, and capital expenditure, you can go cash from investing activity. From there, fixed asset purchase, you can find this figure. So from here only I have taken these figures, and each year we have got this amount of free cash flow. And these three we have added, and that then we got total free cash flow for 3 years. And then this was divided by 3, being 3 years, and we got 217.67 as average free cash flow for last 3 years for this. Now we will question why we are calculating. We are talking about future, then we are going to historical data. Actually, this is needed for future calculation. Normally people do 3 years. If you want, you can have last 5 years of free cash flow. And from there, you can calculate average free cash flow. And from there, you can build your structure for future cash flow. Here, now starting second leg. First leg we have seen average cash flow. Then we have to identify the growth rate in future. Normally, people take 18%. If a matured company may be taken 15% for first 5 years and balance 5 years as 10%. But you can have your conservative expected rate of growth, and on that figure you can calculate future cash flow. that I have tried to calculate here. March 22, this is average cash flow. From there, we have calculated for next 10 years, taking first 5 year as 18% growth rate and another balance 5 year 10%. And you can see this D6, this average cash flow multiplied 1 plus C7 is nothing but growth rate. And by this formula, we get 1 year. Then second, again, D7. Because from here we have calculated this future cash flow. From this, 18% will be added. And like that, we can continue journey. And March 32 expected cash flow is 801.98. If we take this in place of 18, 15%, then you can get like this figure. And you can see after 10th year, when we have taken first 5 year 18%, 801.98. But if you are taking 15, then it will be 705.09. So almost we can see 100 crores of difference. So minor tweaking of interest or expected growth rate, there will be too much of difference. So we have to have conservative rate of growth as much as possible. By practice, we will come to know. And when we are analyzing each year, and then how our figure coming and how actual coming, then you will be able to deep dive and able to understand further this very company can have this much percentage of growth rate. Then second aspect is coming terminal value. Any company will not finish after 10 years, it will continue. But after 10 years, normally people take 5% or less than 5%. We prefer to take between 3 to 4%. That is why here I have taken 3.5% and then we calculated future cash flow for 11th year. This figure 801.98 from here only I have taken, and on that we have seen future cash flow for March 33, that is 830,000, 830.05 crore. And from there, we have calculated this terminal value. Formula here already given, free cash flow into 1 plus terminal growth rate divided by discount rate minus terminal growth rate. Here we have taken discount rate as 9%. Normally people take this much only. So this much figure from here to here we have already taken and that comes to 830. And from there we will see here, you can see this already taken 830 and discount rate 9 minus 3.5. So we get terminal value of Amar Raja battery as 15,091.87 crore. So likewise, we can calculate a terminal value. From there, we will further analyze and then have net present value for all future cash flow. So these are the future cash flow 18% and 10%. These figure coming from here only, the same as that is copy pasted here and added one column for net present value. And for net present value, as we have learned previously, this figure, this future cash flow divided by 1 plus 9%, and this is a number of year. So 9% is discounted rate at which we can discount for future flow. And then we can see this figure coming. So all this figure came from here, this formula. And When we added all this in here, then we are getting 3052.81 as total net present value of future cash flows. Or in this way, we can calculate all uh, present value. Then one thing more balance here, PV for terminal value for 11th here. So this already we have calculated here upward. Where is that? Yes, P37 from here this terminal value. From here we have calculated this one present value taking as 11th here. So discount rate 9%. So we get present value for terminal value. And once we will add these two, then we will get this final figure, sum of the present value of all cash flows, NPV or future values, this much, plus PV of terminal value, this. So if we are adding these two, then we are getting 8,901.41. This is the sum of present value of all future cash flows, including terminal one. So like this, we get all present value. Now in second video or last concluding video, we will see net debt and we will subtract net debt from here if in negative. If in positive, of course, we have to add. Then we will got final figure. And from there, we will build further as we know the total share issued. And from there, we will try to fix one share price of a stock for Amar Raja. And then we will discuss how to fix a rate. If you are getting a stock in that range, then it will be good to go ahead for purchase. If no, then we will discard. So that concluding part and other some other small aspects will join together and conclude there. So please keep watching and keep commenting as usual and liking so that I will be more enthusiastic and bring to you all this concept in a simpler form so that you can understand easily. If you find some value, please do like and share with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get benefit out of these knowledge. Please don't forget to subscribe it if not subscribed so far. Thank you. Bye bye.